I actually don't have my thing up because I've been meaning to actually disable that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. That's really, really kind of you.
K-Duns. Poor
K-Duns. And it was a $6.21 donation or tip from Ronan of Dreams saying, in honor of Conduit and wind spells. Thank you, Ronan. All the wind spells. Well, let me take these loots off here. Reiji has not won any of them yet. It is Reiji versus Ekimekim. Reiji, who went 9-0. Ekim, who had 2s across the board, so dropped 1 match to each racer. But that would be okay here if that happens. And we are off. Here we go.
It's an interesting little sprite from that Reiji's using.
Yeah, we've seen that one before. It's got like horns or something. Kind of looks like it's wearing ear muffins. Maybe it's those cat headphones. I think that might be what it is.
Could be.
Just in case. Well, thank you, Ronan. I appreciate that a lot. That's very kind of you.
Reiji found the throwing stars. Ekim found cheese. Oh, nope. And he swapped, though.
Uh-oh. Taking a quick hit there, Ekim. Ekim was in the chat earlier, sort of seeming a little bit not super comfy about this, but we'll see how it goes. Bit of an underdog in this set, but of course this is Conduit and anything can happen. Especially ridiculous deaths like what happened to Chris. That was really tragic.
Yeah, we've seen some ridiculous deaths. We've seen some ridiculous wins.
Oh, Chris is in chat. Yeah, Chris, I was just saying that. Both your deaths were pretty meme-tacular. We recognize that as the commentators, that yes, you had a couple of pretty funky deaths there.
Oh, there is some magic cheese in that block.
Boy, look at that shop. What do you even do? You take the boots. Of course you take the boots. You can just turn them off. You forgot you have Axe Earth. Yeah, things got pretty off the rails there with that fight. But then there was the issue of, you know, having Coral Rift bump up against Earth, and maybe you're not totally sure what happened there. Oh, through the throwing star, which is what you do with it, but then jumped directly into that dragon. And opting not to take darkness, so we're gonna have a big difference here and I think major advantage here for Ekim. Darkness is definitely better than Glass Torch for mapping. And we're gonna see the immediate ring swap. This is huge. So Ekim has all the mapping with the ring swap, no Glass Torch. What glass? The gold ring? Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, unless you're score running, then yeah, you want it, but I don't think you're score running today.
Yeah. Oh, Sean, I was gonna say, I don't think it was too much sloppy play so much, just because it was a lot of, the first seed especially was quite terrible. But you managed to find a lot of health, so even the blood digs didn't really impact you quite as much. But it was a really good set.
And somewhere, Ekim found a pulse spell that Reiji did, and a bomb spell.
Yeah, the pulse spell was pulled out of the shop, the darkness shop.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to see some health up here. So we got health and armor for Ekim. So this is some serious... Actually, I think it is Ekim, now that you said it that way. I think I always... Well, I pronounce everything wrong. That's just part of the...
I might be pronouncing it wrong, so...
That's just how it goes. All right, that's got to be... Take that titanium broadsword. Yeah, you do. You got a 3 damage broadsword. That's pretty nice.
Oh, no!
Oh, man! Reiji jumping into an exploding mushroom.
The exploding shroom.
Conduit strikes again.
Yeah.
Let's see the replay on that. Oh, that was unfortunate. I'm not totally sure. I guess lost track of the number of beats it takes to explode.
Could be.
It is 3 beats, everybody. 3 whole beats. Now, Ekim's got a huge advantage. The big issue here is lack of weapon.
Yeah.
Use that pulse spell, though.
There you go.
Oh, that was glorious.
Well, there's a rapier. Titanium.
That's a quality one right there. Nazar Charm 2. That's what we're talking about.
Nice. That is that's a lifesaver in phasing runs.
Which one? The Nazar?
The Nazar Charm.
Yeah, it's quite good. Ooh, what do you take here? Yeah, I think with your 10 bombs, you should feel pretty comfortable leaving behind that bomb spell.
Yeah.
Again, a major advantage here for
Real
Ekim.
fun time with Frog Socks. Try Eli Frog Socks sometime.
Yeah, try kicking your bombs with the frog socks on. It's not easy.
No, it isn't.
No. Reiji, you're gonna run out of real estate. Okay, use the throwing star. That's wise. Oh, we got Rapier War. This build keeps getting better and better for Ekim.
Yes, it does.
Oh man. Oh boy.
And using those throwing stars to make quick work of the boss.
Yep, some quality play from Ekim here. Probably feeling pretty comfortable now with the lead. It's almost a...
Infernal Torch, my personal favorite.
A little over a 1 zone. Yeah, Infernal Torch is awesome. As a Melody player, I'm sure, yeah, that's a big reason.
Yes.
Actual damage up on Melody, what?
Yep.
You can lunge, you have the damage and a...
Oh,
Whoa, no, and Reiji going down to Deep Blues fight.
Oh.
Tough one for Reiji. I think Reiji's gonna just want to find something comfortable and slow play a little bit here. Oh yeah, just kind of ran into a knight or a castle. Speaking of castle, has anyone in chat ever played a game called Castle of the Wind? It was a game that I used to play at my grandma's house on her computer, and it's like a RPG, really terrible graphics. It was like a shareware from back when shareware was a thing.
Oh.
And I was trying to find it on the internet, and I wound up at all these like horrible GeoCities-looking websites that probably had just had viruses all over them. And I was trying to get it, and I could not. I couldn't run it. I think I downloaded some file, and I was trying to run it, and it probably just put a bunch of viruses on my computer. But I was trying to run it, and I needed it in like compatibility mode or something. I don't know. That is a titanium axe. Where did that come from?
Oh wow,
that's a pretty good pickup.
Yes, it is.
It was a rook, not a castle. You can call it a castle. Whatever, man. Oh, glass jaw. Don't touch that. Good sense there for Ekim to not pick it up, because without another headgear to swap, that would have been a problem.
Yeah. That's one of my biggest problems on Dove is I open a chest, there's a ring inside, and I just grab the ring out of habit.
Yeah, and surprise Ring of Pain. Surprise dead with only half a heart.
Oh, that would suck.
VM, virtual machine with Windows 98. Yeah, that's true. That was just one step too far. I spent so much time looking for it. I'm just like, whatever. I don't even care anymore. All right, Reiji back with a vengeance here with this titanium axe, ready to just massacre all of the castles. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Castle is a verb. It's true. Man, the English language is pretty bad. I think I've said this recently, but I'll say it again. As someone who now teaches people the English language through school, it's such a bad language. There's so much like, I'm going to tell you this thing that should be universal, and then it's like, except for this, and oh yeah, you're right, that too. Okay, yep, that's true. Okay. Yeah, the English language is terrible.
Every rule has about 20 exceptions.
Exactly. Oh, nice smash back there with the War. It's rare that you actually see War Rapier being good with the Blade Masters, but it was actually quite good there for Ekim. Ekim, you gotta go swap, you gotta go for armor here. Trying to grab some boots. Lunging boots. Oh, baby. Wow. Get him.
We got...
Probably the two worst boots for Ekim there.
Yes.
Don't want lunging. You don't, I mean, you do want lunging, but you don't.
Yeah.
But you do.
Yeah, lunging is definitely one of those, good luck.
It's just an item that it's like, unless you've like purposefully spent a lot of time practicing it, you're going to die. That's how it works for me. Ooh, Ekim taking a lot of chip damage here, really taking some hits. Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Does have the green scroll of need to get
early access. Yeah, my first experience with lunging boots didn't end well.
No, I also remember some great lunging death metal fights we've seen in the past, and they're hilarious. A lot of jumping around, bouncing off all the bounce traps and stuff. It's pretty hilarious. I before
think
E
I
except after C, and when sounding A, it's with neighbor and wait on weekends and holidays and all through May, and you'll always be wrong no matter what you say. That's amazing,
Somebody's a Brian
Skelsey.
Reagan fan.
Is that what that's from? That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
the comedian called Brian Reagan. He does a skit called Stupid in School.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, it's bad. His language is difficult, where the basics are difficult, but more complex stuff tends to follow. Yeah, that's fair, Jethrain. Well, I learned a little bit of Spanish. I'm not good at it by any stretch, but I learned it, and I was like, wow, this language just makes a lot more sense. Why is this English not... Like, I can read Spanish out loud because all the letters make the same sounds regardless of their context. Pretty much. Which is nice.
Well,
All
they
the
say
torch
if
swamps.
it's not your native language, English is one of the harder languages to learn.
Yes, I've heard that. All right, so there it is. I was just going to say, Ekim, get that potion, and there it is. Ekim wisely pulse spelling down to half a heart to grab that potion. So now actually has, instead of, 2.5 hearts, is now up to 7.5 hearts. So,
Yeah, much
worth.
better. Yes.
So this has been a good run for Ekim so far. Really safe, comfortable, good weapons. Reiji's been looking for all the things to catch up here. Reiji appears to have gone Super Saiyan.
Yes, apparently so.
Yeah, Reiji's
That is a
armor
nice
cool.
effect with the Electro Dagger.
Yeah, it's the electricity effect. We've seen it before. It's so good. Oh, we're a little off the rails here with Dead Ringer, of course.
Yep.
Oh no!
Taking some hits.
Don't do this, Ekim. Don't do this. Not like this.
Well, at least he wasn't using the Fireball strat.
That's true, Scalesy. Yeah, it's 7.5, except you get... Oh my goodness. Yeah, except you get like an infinite damage hit, which is nice.
There
Very
we
nicely
go.
done, Ekim. All right. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say nicely done. You got through it. You did the thing. That's good.
Yeah, you survived. That's
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
I mean, the standard is that Dead Ringer does not go off the rails, so...
yeah. Well, any Dead Ringer you can walk away from is a good Dead Ringer.
Honestly, Riot Blob, that crossed my mind. I saw the Fireball spell, and I was like, do it, Ekim. Do it for Panslore. Come on. Do it for the chat. Get the Fireball strats going. Because for those who don't know, Fireball essentially unleashes 2 mini-bosses and then has a charging Dead Ringer, is generally what happens. So you have to face 2 mini-bosses and a charging Dead Ringer all at the same time. That's essentially what it does to you. So, ooh, and a fortunate green dragon spawn there for
Yes.
Ekim. That could have been bad if it was red.
Yeah. He had a red dragon earlier. One more hit. Uh-oh. There we
Yep.
go.
Doing a Fireball to break out of that. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
All right, it's okay. Lots of health for Daddy and Cadence, but starting to tank a lot of hits here. Oh, Cadence is at a heart and a half. Oh, that got so spooky.
Yeah,
That
that
got
was scary.
so spooky.
Nicely done, though.
Ekim, my heart. Holy cripes. All right, well done, Ekim. 13-minute run. It's
Yeah,
been a
that
bit of a slow conduit so far,
Yeah.
which might be encouraging for our potential racers of the future. Now, I'd say part of the reason it's slow is that these seeds have been pretty dicey.
Yes, they
And we've
have.
also seen a few
Not been the
deaths,
greatest.
so it hasn't been incredibly close. Usually the closer races are faster, but
Yep.
racers will pull back on the reins a little bit if it's if they're way
We
ahead.
see that a lot in Conduit, too, where the first few races are usually a little slower.
That's also true. It does tend to pick up the pace. You always do this to me. Oh man, they have a tough relationship, I gotta say.
Yeah, they
Dad
do.
goes missing. Turns out he had a bell on his head all this time. Gets you lasered. That's a strained relationship if I've ever seen one. Cadence doesn't have daddy issues.
Not at all.
All right. Hey, what's up, Rat? There's Rat. He's our second
Hey, Rat.
commentator. He's gonna be coming up after
Yeah,
the
there's that
next set.
classic 1-1 broadsword, base
Hmm.
broadsword.
Perfect. Exactly what you're looking for. That's almost a verification that you are playing Crypt of the Necrodancer. If you find that, it's like, yep, we're playing Necrodancer, guys. For a second there, I thought maybe I was playing TMNT for the regular Nintendo, but no. Here's a base broadsword. Thank goodness I'm not playing that game. Though
I still have nightmares about that game.
I enjoyed I've been working through the AGDQ VODs, and I really enjoyed the run of that. That was good. And yes, I too have nightmares. Oh, there's lots of VODs out there. It's worth checking. Why are you not picking up the pack of holding? I guess maybe just fear of the dragon, but it would be a strange choice to not pick it up. Meanwhile, holy bejeepers, Ekimekim with that shop.
Nice.
That was a gorgeous shop there, and now has a 2 to 4 damage, some spear, some armor.
Yeah.
The shake weight is such a good item there.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got ourselves a Glax. You gotta take the Glax. You take all the armor and not the Glax, and you can afford it. Oh, Reiji.
No Glax.
Oh, Reiji's going back for the Glax.
Nope,
Had a second change of heart there.
Although actually, between the backpack and the bag of holding, I'll take the backpack. Bag of holding has trolled me a few times. Too many.
It's like, oh yeah, where's that? You're just digging around in the bag trying to find your item.
It's like, this isn't my Quake scroll.
What even is? Yeah, this is true. It's funny you say that, Emu, about your names having the same structure, because there was probably a good amount of time where I thought you guys were the same person in chat. Until you both made yourselves very distinct from one another, there was I think, quite the time where you were like just the same person in my brain.
Yeah, I did a Necrodancer 2 fight, had a bag of holding, and I knew I had a black scroll and a brown scroll. Unfortunately, they got buried, but there's some other items.
Yeah.
I went to use my brown scroll, and I'm eating ham.
Yeah, of course. And you're just munching on all the cookies and ham and food, just like gorging yourself looking for a scroll. I know, it's ridiculous. You were the same person up until that point. Well, fair. This is fair. Dodging the backpack.
Reiji wisely not taking the base flail.
Yeah, Glax is still better than that, that's for sure. Also, Battle Shovel. So Battle Shovel means that there's a little bit more comfort in terms of swapping off your weapon, because you can get that infinite damage. Of course, Battle Shovel pairs nicely, like a fine wine, with the staff. And I love a good Battle Shovel staff build. If I can see that, you'd make me very happy, Reiji. Get that staff.
Ekimekim deciding to bomb.
Ooh, boy. That actually was a pretty spicy spawn there, but it was handled nice and is going to get the ring swap and 2 maps. 2.
Double mapping.
That's good. For those who don't know, when you get 2 maps, it adds color to your map. For a second there, I think someone probably believed me.
I wouldn't doubt it if somebody did.
Oh no, Reiji taking a quick honk from a goblin in the dark. Sounds like a song from the 80s.
3 maps gives you the topography, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it gives you the topography. Yeah, that's right. Just in case you need to know the elevation. I mean, your topography's in the bottom right. Now, actually, since the DLC, they added topography because it now says depth instead of zone or floor or
yes,
level.
That's true.
Zone. Did Reiji take rhythm? What?
Ooh,
I mean, Obsidian Axe is pretty dandy. Oh, that is a ballsy play, especially being down a game here. I mean, it could pay out, but
yeah, it could.
Boy,
not a play you see very often anymore.
Definitely not. But I mean, Obsidian Axe is pretty dang good, and it's a lot better than Glax.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Gonna be checking perp here. Piercing Obsidian Axe. This is huge.
Beautiful.
And the slight lead as well. This actually might work. Now, with 1/8 of your beats being gone, this is obviously there is a slowness there, but will the build difference make up for it? Stay tuned.
That's true.
All you Condor watchers out there. Did I say 1/8? Oh, 1/7. Yeah, it's 1/8 slower. Oh, that's a lot of, what do you even do with that? You have 4 bombs. Yeah, I just go the other way. Go around. Just go around.
Yeah, I had a Melody low percent run in last night because I was paying too much attention to black bats and forgot about the spiders on the wall.
Ay. Good old low percent. The hardest part is probably that you don't have a torch. At least that's what I find.
Yeah.
You just get surprised
No torch,
by things.
No map.
Like, that's the thing that amazes me the most about Coda low percent with Spoody's runs.
Oh, I know.
Is the fact that he can somehow do it without a torch. I need a torch on Coda immediately, or else I will be insta-dead, because I just don't have the reaction time. But he has crazy reaction time.
Yep. Well, he's just crazy, period.
That's
crazy
also true.
Good.
Yeah, crazy good. Gamer god, as it were. I gotta say, also, the Ring of Piercing is putting in work here.
Yes, it is.
The Ring of War actually causes some issues in terms of...
Suit.
Oh, that's a nice find.
Yeah, it was
Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Yeah. More consistent than your Obsidian.
That's right. It's the Armor of Inconsistency. Or Armor Unfaithful. I don't know. That's some nice, fancy Crown of Thorns. It's rare in life that you want to actually wear a Crown of Thorns, but in this case, in this video game, it's a thing.
It is one of my favorite items, too. It's so good and deathless.
That was a nice sort of comeback there from Ekim. Ekim now in the lead again. Reiji's got to really power through here. I really am rooting for Reiji. I want to see a Game 3 here, and I loved the creativity of the take there on, what's it called? Shrine Rhythm. That's the word. We are so close. They are pushing neck and neck. Reiji doesn't even check the items here. Doesn't need to. Has a pretty good build. No torch, but... And no mapping. Remember how we talked about mapping at the early part of this set? Reiji had the Torch of Glass, and this mapping could be the total difference maker. Ekim is already on to the next floor. Reiji just slightly behind here, tanking a few hits. Honestly, this is when you use your screen watching. Screen watching is 100% legitimate in this tournament, in all of our tournaments. And yeah, you can look at the other person's screen and see their map. And know where you have to go.
TMP strats.
Yep. So they only have about a 2-3 second delay between their races there. Oh, you tank that. Okay, no, it's fine. Sorry, between their what they can see. So they're seeing about 3 seconds back. So the way that Reiji's moving on the first beat, it looks as though Reiji is in fact doing some RTMP screen watching. Don't go in that shop. You don't have time.
Yep.
You have all you need. Oh, you know what's a big difference here? Take a look at that bomb count for Ekim. I didn't even notice that.
I didn't either.
Look at all those gold enemies.
Yep. Wow.
That could be a huge difference. This is going to be an incredibly close race. Especially we're seeing luring strats from Reiji. Some very successful luring strats. Sorry, from Ekim, I mean. Looks like Reiji's going to do the same.
I didn't see that. Ekim flawless Dead Ringer?
Yes. Ekim flawless Dead Ringer didn't check the chest. Didn't. Oh yeah, because he doesn't have the bombs.
Yeah.
Oh no! Look at how close this is going to be. I think Ekim's going to have a slight lead coming out of this butt puzzles. Maybe, depending on how this last butt puzzle goes. Oh, that was the wrong way. Look at that. Your dad is a piano. What?
Frankensteinway, nice.
Frankensteinway piano man. Sing us a song, Frankensteinway. Okay, that needs to be a cover. Someone do that.
Yes.
I'm getting all those old references in here since I've got you as a co-host. Sorry, I hope that's not offensive.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
I know you'll get them. You get me, Blind. You get me. All right, look at this race right now. One more hit remaining for the Necrodancer on Ekim. Two for Reiji, but it looks like it is going to be Ekim, but wow, that was incredibly close.
Yes, that was.
Wow. Dot done.
Nice race.
GG's. And as I was saying just before this race, look at how much faster that was. 9:30 for both, pretty much.
Yep.
Wow, excellent race there. That was apparently almost a PB for Reiji. Or sorry, for Ekim.
Oh, wow.
For Ekim. That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
That was awesome. So good. GG's.
That was incredible.
Solid race. So Ekim takes it. So Ekimekim is going to move on to the winners finals to play against Sean P. Wolf. And Reiji's going to drop down to face Chris. Reminder, Reiji was the top seed coming into this. Had a couple shaky moments there. Might have been the, 100% if Reiji had the 8th beat of every bar, would have been able to